Hi everyone, it's Margaret here with 60andMe. How you doing? Hope that you're well today. I've got a topic for discussion that I want you to understand the perspective I'm presenting it. I'm not trying to be kind of negative or depressive about it, but there are some people in our community who are struggling. And I want to take a few minutes just to, acknowledge that. And this is a very challenging time. And we have a lot of conversations on 60andMe. We chat on all of our channels. And I'm just feeling a lot of people are just having challenges. I mean, there's financial issues, social issues, cultural concerns, just a lot going on. And especially since a lot of women in our community are in the United States, seems like a lot of focus is there right now. But of course, Europe is struggling too. And we're all over the place with, the emotions and difficulties. So I want to just try to be positive about it and help in whatever way we can to put some perspective on it, okay? So there are people who are prone to anxiety and worry and depression. And this is not an uncommon thing. Mental health issues are very much in conversation these days. And every month, I think it's in October, is Mental Health Month, where there's a lot of effort and focus on getting people to talk about it. Like it's not a big deal, something to worry about, something that is not something to worry about. It's normal. It's a reaction to a situation which might be stressful and difficult. But some people, I think, are more prone to anxiety and depression than others. And I don't know whether it's, just a genetic thing, or it could be mostly probably related to childhood traumas, experiences in life, losses, things that are just not fathomable to some people. And they've just set them in a motion now where they're just not coping well with the simple things, with the easier things that others can just ride over. So the winter months are coming. I mean, it's now getting towards the end of the summer, and even though we have women all over the world and it's not winter everywhere, the changing light and the daytime does make a difference. It gets darker earlier, and there's a whole challenge with not being able to get out as much in the evening, for example, for walks, just being stuck inside more. I mean, that's a big challenge for so many people. And if you are feeling depressed because of that, those kinds of changes, or maybe you've had something happen in your life, diagnosis, a separation, divorce. If you've had something happen and you are feeling depressed, you will feel it. It's an illness. It's not something that you just like, I just need to snuggle up and meditate or whatever. This is something that's, chemically you're changing your way of dealing with the world. It's an illness that, you'll feel it. You'll feel the sickness, either with pain or with, nausea, with weight loss, however you respond to that anxiety and worry. So don't take it lightly. I mean, this is the first thing to say. I mean, I'm saying some people are more prone to it, but that doesn't mean that you have to say, oh, well, it's just my nature. You have to do something about it, okay? Now, there are things that you can do to help yourself, to stop this this constant, what's the word, like this itch, I don't know, like amplifying your natural tendency to worry. And I've got to be honest here, guys. I'm a worrier. I worry. I do. And I think part of it is related to my childhood. I had a lot of things happening in my childhood, my mom's death, separation, anxiety about being alone, all these things. And I worry. I worry about the world. I have compassion for strangers. I can't go out anywhere really without feeling like, I sort of walk in people's shoes and feel their sadness. Yesterday I was walking in the shops and it was a very hot day, and there were several people begging. And I don't normally give money to people that are begging, just because I would give all my money away probably. But I went and bought some bottles of water and I gave them water. And I felt like that was something I could do. But I worry about my family. I worry about safety. I'm probably a very protected Baba with my kids. They go, Papa, what's wrong with you? Why can't I cross the street by myself? Because there's cars. You get it. I'm a worrier. So I totally understand what worriers are like. But I don't let it slip into depression and anxiety most of the time. But if you do have that tendency yourself, here's some things you can do. Stay off the computer. Stay off of news. I've got a little fan blowing. I hope it's not distracting, but it's very, very, very hot here today. It's warm. So I've got my little tiny fan, and it's putting my hair in my face. But anywho, you know, don't, I mean, not give up the computer forever, but give up news, give up the computer, and pace yourself. Don't, you know, switch it on first thing in the morning. Don't, you know, leave it on until 2 hours or any more than 2 hours before you go to sleep. And avoid negativity in all kind of online media. Now, I actually, I'm on TikTok and Instagram and other channels where there's often, you know, conversations about topics that are extremes. You know, that's always the opposite spectrum. And I have to switch off because I think that listening to the extremes of spectrums is dangerous for your mental health if you have that tendency to be anxious. Another thing you can do to alleviate depression and sadness and loneliness, isolation, is exercise. Now, I know, ho-hum, Margaret, I mean, who wants to go exercise? And I get it. I don't like gyms either, but I walk. And yesterday I walked 10,000 steps and I felt so tired at the end of the day, but I felt good. I felt really, really good, and it was okay. I mean, I really was happy that I had got out there and done it, you know. And so even if walking is your only thing that you love to do, do it. Do Nordic walking, you know, get some of those sticks, or do it in a group. You know, find a friend that could come walk with you. But exercise is a surefire way to, you know, to sort of prevent some of this physical depression that comes on you, and anxiety. Yoga, Pilates, doesn't have to be walking, it can be swimming. Anything that you feel that just takes your mind off of things and just makes you feel connected to your body. Another thing is to, you know, you can use these online dance videos. There's so many people now doing dance and exercise, you know, for whatever your weight, whatever your size. There's something for you online. If you don't want to go outside into the world, just walk around your house, walk when you do your gratitude in the morning. It's always a good thing, and gratitude is another thing. And you're writing, I mean, in fact, I'll mention it now, like writing things down is actually a really good way to sort of redirect the anxiety. And just writing it down, there has something to do with how it connects to your brain. It gets your brain off of the path that it normally stays on. I mean, this is the problem with the brain. It's actually designed, I need a little glass of water here. Cheers, everybody, I need to get cool. Is your brain is designed to make you safe, to keep you safe. It doesn't take you any chances. You know, it's always on the lookout for things that don't fit in your normal mindset, in the things that, you know, are unpredictable, that are different, that are weird. And that's why I think there's so many problems with acceptance of different kinds of communities, is that we are just in this mode of protectiveness based on our, you know, history as human beings, that we don't trust things that are different than us. It puts a question mark on it. That's a whole other conversation, a whole other video. But I think if you can write it down, write down what you're afraid of, write down what upset you, maybe it was meeting someone that you didn't agree with, or that you realize that there's something happening in society that's not aligned to your values or to your lifestyle or what you're used to. Anyway, write it down. Music is another great thing. You know, people, I'm not a big therapy music person, but I know when I'm on a plane or on a train, I'll often, you know, pop my earphones on and listen to music. It calms me. Aromatherapy, massage, lots of different ways that you can physically, you know, rewire that feeling. Because as I said earlier, it's not like imaginary. This is real pain. It is real anxiety and nausea and shakiness. It's real. You have to deal with it with real things. Food and drink is another thing. Eat healthy. I have started since my surgery. Here she goes again. Of actually, you know, eating healthier. And I've now started eating a lot more salads. I buy a big bowl of, or a big bag of mixed salad. And every night I put a bowl of salad. I put some tomatoes or cucumber or cheese, feta cheese, olives, what else? Tuna. And then I get some avocado, and I just make a salad. And I found, and sometimes a little bit of chicken, sometimes my salmon, but I put those things into a salad. And for me, that's really, really helped. I've lost a bit of weight, which is neither here nor there, but it's just you know, helped me. And also foods that can help with depression, and supplements. Some supplements can help. Also drink lots of water, get hydrated. That's another thing that can trigger an anxiety attack. And just practice good habits in general. And you know, I'm not going to go rambling on about don't do this and don't do that. You know what you're doing that might be harming your mental stability. And if you are doing any of those things that are to an extreme that you're feeling, you know, it's affecting your ability to cope and to get up in the morning and get out of bed, then do it. I've actually made a note here. It is October the 10th. That is the, I think it's, oh, wait a minute, is that 22? Well, anyway, I think it's in October, the World Mental Health Day. I'll leave it in the comment section below. But how are you on the spectrum? Are you a person that really feels anxious and depression and anxiety more easily than other people that you are familiar with, or that you know, your friends, your family? Would you say that you're more prone to anxiety and depression and worry? And if you are, I'm giving you hugs, because you're not alone. You are not alone. There are lots and lots of women in our community here and in the world that are like feeling the same. But help each other. Let's help each other here. Leave some comments below. Tell us how you got on with your feelings of depression and worry, or if there's anything in particular that you like to do that would help others. It's really important that we stick together here, guys. Trust me. I'm not like, woe is me, the end of the world is coming, but I do feel like we're in a very, very challenging time. We need to stick up for each other and hold hands and give hugs. So come join our Patreon group, by the way, if you really want to have a smaller, intimate conversation with other like-minded women. And of course, subscribe to this channel if you haven't done that already, because I do 4 videos every week, and I love to share these kinds of conversations. Okay, everybody, well, take good care of yourselves. Sending you lots and lots of love, and hope that you stay well, stay strong, and stay safe. Bye for now.